Start streaming! Yay! Well, let's see what happens. It's been pretty nice. Oh, I think I'm on the other stream, I wonder. Yeah, I'm on the other stream. Oh well. There's like a
what's the other
default
stream?
live stream that if you let it run, if you just hit stream, it'll go to that default live stream. So I'll just change the thumbnails later and just that'll be that. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh my god.
Oh, I see what it did. Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I got you though. Forward, not backwards. Fail early, fail often.
What cryptid I want to draw?
Oh. I mean, I'm biased, but I always go with
that's a good
Mothman.
one.
I mean, it's Mothman. Let's see, what's cool? What's cool? You can always draw a skinwalker because that can be pretty much anything. They're like the thing.
West Virginia. Interesting. I was listening to Forrest Galant, or whatever his name is, the guy who's been finding extinct animals. He has this theory that there was an animal that got introduced to the Southwest, and that became chupacabras. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. The goat sucker.
And what else they talk? Oh, they talk about dragons. So if dragons can fly, they're like birds, which means their bones may be lighter, which means they don't fossilize.
Yep. Man, I wish I could remember the book. I was young. I checked out a book of the McKinney Library when I was like 12, and it was this whole book about how dragons could have been real. Like what would the science be? And my favorite thing was, it was kind of, I think one of them was, they would have light bones so they could fly, but also if they could really breathe fire or, more believably, spit venom. Then maybe those same chemicals would prevent their bones from being preserved.
I see that. You're in?
I bought it. I was in.
He's like, I'm all in.
I was in.
What do you think of Sasquatch?
I'm not compelled either way, but I mean, it's totally it's totally possible. Totally possible. Yeah.
There have been giant ape things that lived. We keep finding weird pockets of critters all over the world. So, who knows?
It's so funny. This is almost exactly like a conversation we had on another guy's stream, and specifically about Sasquatch and about how easy it would be for there to be like an undiscovered ape just hanging out. Sorry, I'm in the Discords over here. I'm distracted.
They just found that tortoise, I think, in the Galapagos. It was
I have not heard about that.
Something that they thought extinct for quite a bit. They snagged it. It has all the markings, and it's a tortoise on that island, and there's no other tortoises on the island, so it has to be it.
Oh yeah, I see the new story now.
Yeah.
Galapagos tortoise thought extinct, found after 100 years.
There you go.
They live to be very old. Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, so they found it, they snagged it, they're rehabilitating it, and hopefully to find a male, and hopefully start getting the critter back to being a thing again.
Get that gene pool kicking again.
He said there's a slight chance that she may have eggs already. because the sperm can live for a while. So the idea is that they're impregnated, but because she was on a very unresourceful island, that she didn't lay them. So once she gets back into having, the capability, like the nutrition to lay eggs, she'll get to it. So, he said there's an off chance maybe, but I was like, that's interesting they can do that.
That's super interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, do me a favor. Keep talking for a second. I need to check something on my end.
That sounds good. So, yeah, there's crazy stuff all over the place. You found that thing. They're looking for some canines. I think the funny part about the tortoise is like they're tracking it and they walk through a bush and then all of a sudden like, oh, it's right here. You walked over and there it was, just chilling in the chilling in the underbush. And so yeah, he's been going all over the place looking for possibly extinct animals. The problem is he has to like sort through all the crazy muck.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of it too.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I got my.
I think like Rogan, he said after doing that show, talking to quote unquote experts, he's like, I stopped believing in everything.
Yeah, dude, he really did. He got super skeptical.
Yeah.
I love because he makes fun of people too, because he's like, yeah, the CIA got to me.
Well,
they told me they'd kill me and my entire family if I didn't stop talking about it.
The issue is like for that show, you talk to the quote unquote experts, and a lot of them are just kooks who are willing to like get out there and make a name for themselves.
Yeah, it's like if you're willing to say crazy stuff, you can get a lot of attention for it. A whole lot.
Which hurts everything else. Because I watched one thing with Bigfoot, and the guy was, I felt like he was reaching. Like, he kept talking about, like, bent twigs from a certain height. But for me, it's like, why? Why would he do this? Why is this?
Yeah, that's...
Especially those people who are into animals, like, every action, they typically give a reason. Because there's a reason for that action with animals. They don't just do whatever.
Well, and you can't, just because it's something you can't explain doesn't necessarily mean it's a big threat either. Like, there are plenty of other animals that break twigs.
It could be the wind, it could be anything, like there's no path. It was a very strange reasoning. I was like, I can't buy into that one. Doesn't work for me. I can totally do it. Like, I haven't seen it, I haven't been up there, but northwest, like Oregon and stuff like that, I hear the woods are effing dense.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would imagine there's places that people haven't even been to.
And I don't camp, so I've never been to the forest, but every time I drive through Texas, I can see through the trees. You know what I mean, for the most part. And
there's not a lot of...
The idea of, like, you can't see, 2 meters ahead of you or a meter around you, because it's just thick woods that I haven't experienced that firsthand, but I can get it.
So tell me again what was wrong with your computer?
Hard drive failure. So that's what it seemed like. The boy said it sounded like the hard drive started to grind. Like it sounded like it was literally crashing onto itself. So, moving parts and things. So he was able, but the problem there is the OS, because it detects some sort of malfunction, it won't launch. Because I feel Mac and Apples are made for people who aren't computer people. For people, you know what I mean? The OS is pretty straightforward, so it's like, no, you need to take this to somebody before it gets too late.
They're notoriously hard to get onto.
And so the OS didn't want to launch. But the boy tricked it into believing he did some half of the launch manually, that way he can skip over those checks and then launch it normally. But in the software, it's like, oh, you already did those checks. Cool, I'm gonna move forward. And then we got into the system, and then it wouldn't last like 20 minutes before crashing. So he figured out a way to install it on the solid state, and everything seems to be working. Even the old hard drive seems to be working for whatever.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What the deuce, Max? It's okay. I've got one. It's got something's wrong with with the screen. I was working on it one day, and the laptop monitor and the external monitor I was working on both just went black, and it hasn't worked since. And it's literally it's like a cable. I pretty much troubleshot it down to it's probably this one cable, but it's a minimum $300 fix to send it out and have someone fix it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's rough. Yeah.
All right, we've got inks.
Luckily, they have a stepson that's into computers. That's all he does.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's able to break it down forensically. He's like, oh yeah, this is here, this is that, this is this part, here's the launch one. I was like, Jesus. That's a good thing to get into. Yeah,
it was a shit.
It's a good thing to get into. Especially nowadays. What are they using?
If you guys are watching in the chat, say hello. If the audio's weird, let me know. We're piping LUN in through Skype.
Hopefully it works, right, guys? I hope
so. Yeah, I was gonna try to sell you on getting on Twitch today. So it's funny that you were like, I need to get on Twitch.
It just works differently.
It makes multi-streaming with other people so easy. There's literally there's a service that you can use where you can stream 4, 5, 6, I think up to 10 people all together at the same time. There's the music thing too.
That's what I like.
They're not quite as weird about the whole, at least you can't replay it, but at least you can play music in your stream for now.
And they just cut it out afterwards?
Yeah, they'll mute the replay.
Okay.
But it's not even every replay. They'll mute sections of your video.
Gotcha. Yeah, it sounds like it. They're a newer company, even though YouTube is new-ish, relatively speaking. It's still kind of an early internet.
Well, they're so big. They have deals with these people now. They can't. Yeah. Oh, Isolino Art says hello. Hello, Isolino Art. I like the. I'll say it again. I like the community aspects of it too.
Kind of built in. Makes sense.
Yeah. It's kind of the whole point. The artist community on here is really awesome, and I say that only I haven't been on here very long. But super welcoming, super inviting.
Bob Ross is on it. How?
Exactly. It's what I told someone it's what DeviantArt used to feel like.
Have I ever told you my theory that I think a couple of the pro wrestling guys on the main, there's a certain group of them I think come from a very Christian background, and the only reason I say that is because of their video editing. Yeah, their early, some of their early, I think before they got a corporate backing. They were running independent. A lot of the video works seemed very Christian church to me. I was like, I know this style of video, and I've been kind of digging into it. So I'm gonna figure this out one day. Because when DeviantArt rebranded, I looked at the people who did the branding, and it's their house style essentially. Yeah, I was like, oh, I think that when they did that rebrand, the culture changed.
Oh, it absolutely did. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it had been changing for a hot minute though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, yeah, it turned into a popularity contest
really
at some
did.
point, which is
Unfortunate.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I think it became a. Can you say that it became a popularity contest when the pros got involved?
No, I don't think it was when the pros got involved. It was my personal opinion, and it was more about the people who ran the site. There was a lot of favoritism and things like that. Yeah. At least I think there was. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't want to talk bad about them. But, I was on. If you go look at my DeviantArt page, it's like has been a deviant for 19 years.
That's some high school stuff.
Yeah, seriously. And honestly, a lot of those people, it was a lot of high school kind of drama at the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Isolino says, cool drawing, what's the story? This is IG-88 from Star Wars. He is exploding, and it's a commission that I am coloring tonight.
I need to dig into Star Wars again.
There's some cool stuff on the way.
I take that back. I'd skipped the new set completely.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
So maybe soon.
It's not bad. If you can just, if you're not a fanboy and easily offended, it's not that bad.
I think all that way I can just kind of like watch it, and knowing where it's heading, not being so I'm not terribly disappointed.
Fair enough.
Every time I dug into Star Wars, every time it did something to reconnect to the old trilogy, I just check out. I'm like, just again.
That's kind of how I feel, to be honest with you. I was, well, you haven't watched them, so I can't really talk to you about it. But yeah, there was, I don't know if you remember everybody got butthurt when Last Jedi came out. I don't know.
Which one was that? The third one, second one?
Kept up with that. The middle one. Because it quote unquote subverted expectations.
Okay.
And I like that one because it was new and different, and it didn't call back to the original trilogy. Every 2 seconds.
Yeah, until the very end.
Yeah, but a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people thought it was not good and too woke and disrespectful to the original franchise. I don't think so. Gotta love Taco. Gotta love that name. There's a dude in my chat. Gotta love Taco Tuesday is his username. What's up? Gotta love Taco Tuesday.
I don't know, man. That Baby Yoda stuff was like the hottest hit ever.
Yes, it was. It's funny. He says I have a Baby Yoda sticker.
I saw that. I was like,
yeah, I know. It was. Yeah, I think it was. I don't know if they. I mean, obviously they planned it, but I don't think they had any idea that it was gonna do it.
They didn't plan for shit for that show. No,
I don't think so.
Because look how long it took for Baby Yoda merch to come out. For Star Wars and Disney, that shit's at launch.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Like I don't think they understood how popular it was.
I heard that it was a little project. The Mandalorian. I can't even pronounce it.
Oh no, it's no.
I heard it was a project that they were working on because it was supposed to be a movie at one point, and then they need oh shit, we need content for this Disney TV. Solo sucked, so let's turn this into a TV show. Here, you're almost ready. Let's launch with this thing. And then it just became this super. It's supposed to be filler until they start, figuring other things out. And then once they launched it, it became a big deal. Then they had to play catch up and figure out what to do with the whole franchise because they launched a new franchise essentially, right?
Not necessarily. Here's what I think happened. I don't know what happened. I think that the Star Wars movies didn't do as well as they thought they would, especially on the merch side.
Okay.
So didn't sell a lot of toys. didn't move a lot of side product. And so I think because I know the Mandalorian was well planned. Like like the guy who does it, the guy who produced it, Dave Filoni. He's a Star Wars true believer. He will make you believe that the prequels are good. Like he believes it. Like he can see it in it. But I think just based on the performance of the new trilogy merch, they were like, yeah, let's not make merch of it. Like, let's wait and see what happens. And then everyone was like, where's my Baby Yoda shit?
Yeah, Ewoks, right? Like, it just became a thing.
I don't know. I embraced it. I thought it was I'll be honest with you, it was nice to just have people like something.
Yeah, I can see that.
and like not hate on it. I was surprised that it didn't get more hate, but pleasantly surprised. Oh, I got cats.
1 sec. I go grab something.
Yeah, no worries. I'll talk to the chat. I don't know what to say right now because I'm horrible at multitasking.
And back. I usually have like my art supplies just around, but then I was moving stuff on my desk and I was like, where did I put everything? I don't know where anything went.
Man, it took me like 2 hours yesterday to find a stencil that I lost.
Which one did you lose?
It's one of my circle templates for inking. Because, I have like 1,000 of them. But they're literally all different.
Yeah.
They, depending on like what your ellipse looks like, I might need number 3 instead of number 7. But I could not for the life of me find it, and I ended up looking for, like, I was on stream when I realized I didn't have it, so I looked for it for a minute, couldn't find it, gave up, and then later I got frustrated and looked for it again, couldn't find it, gave up, and then eventually I was like, you know what, it's got to be, like, I convinced myself it was there, and I just tore a bookshelf apart until I found it. I didn't tear it apart, but like visually, I was just like I was like counting books.
Wow.
Like that's a book, that's a storage case, and it was in this little leather pouch that I have, which is not where it should have been. It should have been with all the others, but it was.
Oh yeah, tucked away somewhere. It happens. Usually after like a certain point, I have to like stop and, all right, now somewhere really stupid.
Yeah.
So I'll start looking in refrigerators and like drawers, like is somewhere really dumb now. In my hands, I've done that before. I've been holding it the entire time.
I got in the shower the other day with a joint behind my ear.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean it's funny and it's not funny. I was smoking, and then I decided I needed to clean the kitchen because like all my dishes were dirty, and I wanted to get on stream, but my OCD makes me do all that stuff before I can relax, and so I cleaned the kitchen, and I was like, oh, I'll take a shower and I'll get ready, and I got out of the shower and got ready, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a quick smoke, and I couldn't find my joint, and I was like, where did I have it last? What did I do with it? Like, because I don't normally lose stuff. My place isn't that big. And I was like, oh, I put it behind my ear. I was like, surely I didn't get in the shower with it, right? And I went and checked, and it was literally like in the drain in the shower.
That sucks.
So what kind of computer did you order?
A pre-built. I got it through work, so it wasn't a hell of a lot of options. But it's better than what I have, and it's has liquid cooling. Yeah,
Oh,
which
nice.
is gonna be nice.
So PC,
Yeah,
obviously.
to be quite honest, it's cheaper for one,
Oh
and
no,
for
I don't.
two,
Yeah.
I've been so upset that I can't play games because I bought the entire Command and Conquer line, and then my PC broke, and then I got the Macs, and they're not
Oh,
PC
damn it.
or Mac compatible. I was like, I just bought these things. God damn it! I was gonna run through the whole set. I was like, yay, and then boom! I was like, God damn it! And so I'm gonna do that. There's a bunch of games I'm trying to get, but I couldn't. Missing out on I feel like story techniques. You know what I mean? Games have kind of a cool way of doing things.
They do.
Yeah.
Storytelling. There's so many ways to do it too. You can have cinematics. You can have actual gameplay.
I wasn't necessarily a fan of I think it's Just Cause. No, not Just Cause. The one with, the adventure. I think his name is Drake. It just felt too much like I'm playing a movie. Like for me at least, I didn't like it.
I can see that.
I played the one of the Lord of the Rings game. It was like, oh, this is like a one-player MMO. Like you get quests, you can take these quests. How you get to the end is kind of fluid. Like that's kind of neat. So you're not so much on rails.
I see.
The Batman games are kind of raily. Like it gives you a little more open world, but not as much as other things. And the storytelling on those are really, really good, I think. Like it gives you a full. You feel like Batman. You feel like someone said like by the end of the game you've got to the point where you've mastered the game so well that you feel like Batman.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that Batman,
Yep.
The Arkham Asylum Batman game was the first game that like I didn't play that I was like, oh, I think I missed something there.
Yeah, if you get a chance to just roll back in that series somewhere, it's pretty dope. And they've used your point of view to do. I know at least the third one, they use your view to create these cool jump scares. Like you're open world, you're moving around, you walk through the door, you turn, you look, and nothing's there, and you look over here, and then you naturally just turn back around again, and then there's something there. It's like, ooh.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's really good. And the Scarecrow stage on the first one is amazing. It is a trip. And Devil May Cry, have you played? Do you know Devil May Cry?
I know it.
I only played the DMC, which everybody didn't like because it was like a new design team. But the stage design on the thing is amazing.
Everyone hating on the new design teams.
Well, it became not super Japanesey. Like the style and the motif and the feel of it. It was kind of more Western European-y. And their kind of aesthetics and how they like the game level design. And so they're like, no, we want this other aesthetic. So I liked it. It was fun. My first experience with the franchise, to be quite honest. But yeah, it was a cool. I'm glad I played it. I'm like, okay, now I get it. That's what Into the Spider-Verse, where they do that giant battle at the end in the collider, and then floating planets and like floating platforms and things like that. That reminded me a lot of stages in Devil May Cry. Yeah, like there's one stage where you're in a club and it's like becomes like a hell version of the club, and there's multiple layers or levels you're jumping around on, and you're like fighting things. You gotta and everything's moving to the music too, so it's pretty dope.
missed out on that one too. I don't know. There was just a point where I remember it clearly where I had to decide, like, because I had to decide how much time I was willing to invest into playing games versus how much time I was willing to like put into my art. And I don't do anything half-ass. So when I play, like, I get real involved, and I'll play for very long periods of time and get super obsessed. And I was like, I should just stop. I should stop playing, focus on art.
I can't
make the content instead of consume the content.
I can't do the long RPGs anymore. Like the like how I spent like hours, days, months in Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics, the first one for PlayStation. It was insane. Like, I got all the characters to level 99. I was like mastering all these job skills. Like, that was my goal. So it's a game I just came back to all the time. It wasn't like if I had anything to play, I was like jumping into that thing. So I can't do that anymore. But like the Batman games were nice, short engagements, you know? Oops, I think I lost you. I lost your audio. Oh no. Let's see here. I think I can still... Oh, I can hear Matt. Nope. So let's see here. Yeah, in his stream he says he lost me, which is funny. Well, Skype is a big hog. Who knows? No, I am not there. I can hear you in your Twitch, but you can't hear me and I can't hear you through my headphones. That's weird. Well, maybe
barely there.
I'm barely there. So,
oh, now you're back.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know what that was.
That's Skype, right? Yeah.
Brain fart. Yeah, you froze up completely. Your video, your audio, all of it.
No, you were gone.
Could you hear me? Oh, yeah, there's no telling. I got a lot going on over here, though. There's no telling what did it.
Did I tell you that when I lost my internet a couple weeks ago, someone had unplugged my internet? Ugh.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah.
Some little troll back there.
My theory is that someone's getting an installation, and when the tech got there, they didn't have a splitter, and then just unplugged mine and plugged in the new service. That way you can move on to your next job.
Spectrum did that exact thing to me once.
Yeah, and so the guy was like, yeah, I put in a splitter, and we're like the other guy's supposed to. He's like, you know. I was like,
Yep. Yeah, that happened to me. We had a neighbor move in about a year ago, and like it took me a minute to put together, but literally the like Spectrum van was outside, and my internet worked, and then the Spectrum van drove away, and I went to do something and was like, I don't have any internet anymore. What the hell? And yeah, I called them, and they were like, okay, we'll send someone out, and the guy came out, and yeah, they were like, oh yeah, you're just unplugged.
God damn it. Yeah.
Come on.
Well, the sucky part was our internet went down during an outage. So we just wait, and then it's like a day later. Like, all right, it's gone for a day. We should talk to somebody.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
Yay.
Yeah, I started a music collection of royalty-free music I can listen to.
Nice.
Yeah, like, because some of our friends make music, and like some of the people that follow my art make music, and then I just straight up ask some people whose music I like.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got like 30 tracks so far, so I use them on YouTube channels too. It's mainly where I use what I had them for was just for background. on time lapse stuff.
Oh yeah.
But now I can use them on Twitch too. So like while you're on, we can play them, and you shouldn't have any issues.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, funny story. That time lapse you dropped of our Alien jam session. I have used that song like 2 or 3 times already.
Yep. Good old Ben sound.
Yeah, I love Ben sound. Shout out to Ben sound.
I used to use this stuff all the time in like corporate gigs too. Not corporate gigs, but like in-house kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, no, it's great stuff too. Like he's got like something for every mood, and a lot of they've got so much free stuff that you can grab.
Yeah. I found out like a. I wish just let me download the music with even with a like a quote unquote sound watermark, because I need to sell this concept to somebody. You know what I mean? I was like, man, if I take this track and I cut it up and I do it just right, this video would be dope. But I gotta be able to use it, just in a production.
Back when I was less honest, I may have like spliced beats into stuff to take out the watermark. But we used to loop beats for stuff all the time too.
Beats are weird.
Like when we did old Flash videos, we would just make like little 10-second beat loops out of weird stuff.
I've been tempted to do that. I used to have an old like drum machine, like a cheap little digital drum machine. I used to play around with. Oh, that was fun. And I
never had any.
I just rediscovered DJ Shaolin. He's a local DJ. He does break beats. I'm like, oh my god, I miss break beats. Some good stuff.
Yes. I need to look at your screen real quick, see what you're working on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're working on an upside down Sasquatch.
Oh yeah. I have to put the camera upside down.
You can flip that in OBS.
And OBS is right side up.
Oh.
The physical camera is upside down.
Then why is it upside down for me?
Because that's
like in Skype.
Oh yeah. I take the feed into OBS and I flip it.
I see what you. I see what you did there.
Yeah, it's just because where the whatchamacallit arm is situated. I just find a quick solution for myself. I should probably. I don't know. I gotta wait for the new computer to come in, then I'll start moving things around again.
Yeah, you're gonna have to set that thing up all over again.
I haven't done it in a while, so that'll be kind of nice. It's been a hot minute. It's actually been a hot minute since I've been on a PC. Work because my last job and this job have both been on Macs, and then the one before that too was on a Mac. So I had a PC at home, but then my PC died. I got super slow.
I'm glad you bought a PC and not a Mac.
Yeah, this is cheaper.
So much cheaper, dude.
And I just wanted to play games again. I wanted to play Payday. You ever play Payday?
Nope.
You play crooks, and you jump on a game and you get randomly matched with 3 or 4 other guys, and you go rob a bank.
Oh, nice.
And some of it is like 3 parts. So like, alright, you gotta rob this thing, and then rob this thing, and then get this. You know what I mean? The heist has multiple stages.
I get it. That's why I like playing Warzone, because I play call them quads, and so there's 4 on a team, and it's you versus other teams.
That's cool.
So it's co-op mode, and it's the same way. It's random. You just get
random.
It's just a battle royale.
The stages are short. Some like you just pick your heist. Some heists are like 8 days, quote unquote. So there are like different levels to it. Some are like 1 or 2. I can get on the PlayStation, but the PC version has a lot of freebies. Like different skins, different stages, and they'll just give stuff away. Because I think they made a John Wick stage or a John Wick mission level, and then John Wick skin. They're like, here you go. I was like, oh shit.
Taco Tuesday in the chat says Payday is so fun. Can you like make a squad, or is it always
I think
random?
you can make a squad. No one else played, so I don't know.
Okay, fair
I'll
enough.
find out. Because I think on Steam, somebody on my friend list plays. So I have to go look at that again.
I might have to go buy that and see if I can. Like, if you can do match raids,
yeah.
I'll like pick up a copy.
It's fun too. Like there's multiple. Like I remember the bank heist, and there's multiple ways of doing it. So you can go in super silent. You can go in the back, take out the guards, get bonus points, or you can just go through the front door, guns blazing. And
Nice.
you can pull it off. You can pull it off.
Taco also says yes. You can make your own squad. Yeah. I'll see how much it is next time I'm on Steam.
Just wait for just put it on your wish list. And
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put it on my list and I'll wait for a sale.
That's how Steam works, right?
That's how, yeah. Dude, I bought like every Alien game on Alien Day because they had like an 80% off sale. So I got Colonial Marines and all its like DLC, and I got Alien Isolation for like $8.
Have you ever played the Alien vs Predator arcade?
Yes.
Beat 'em up? I love that thing.
Me too. I played. Did you ever play the PC version?
Oh, the first-person shooter. Yeah. That was dope.
That was the one I liked. That was the last game that I really played before I quit playing.
That's a good one to step away with.
Yeah, no, it was God, dude. I spent so many nights playing that thing. Like out in the country, should have been like working and sleeping, and instead I'm playing as the alien.
Yeah,
I think I was the alien.
The alien was difficult. It was fun. But once you get the hang of it, it was neat. I always got lost because I'll just run around the walls, and then I'll stop and like, which wall am I on? Then I let go of the climb, you fall. Okay, that's where it was.
Yeah, its autosave was great.
I just didn't understand what like the Alien vs Predator movies. Like, just give me the game. Just give me.
Oh, I know. They were so bad.
Just give me a Space Marine running backwards in the dark, fight like shooting at things jumping at it. Because that was my experience as a Marine.
I'm still mad. about that. I was so stoked for those movies, and they sucked so bad.
I saw the first one, I was like, oh, okay, you're not even gonna. Scientists? We don't want scientists. We want Space Marines versus aliens versus predators.
It's not rocket science.
No, it's not. They just couldn't figure it out. Some executive had just to like, I gotta do my vision. It's like, no, this is not what. Well, that's stories from a.
Or what I wanted is make it like the comic.
Oh yeah.
Because that comic that came out from Dark Horse was balls to the wall.
It made total sense. It didn't require a lot of backstory. All you had to know was like aliens, like interplanet. Actually, you didn't even know anything.
Yeah,
they existed, and then in a space time place, and then you can move forward. No need for backstory.
Backstory. What's that?
Because at that point, you're not the critter backstory isn't that important. They're monsters, right? And it's either going to be about the action of surviving or the fighting the monsters. I guess in the first comic they team up.
Wait, what? Say that again.
The first comic, it's like the farm. Are you talking about the one where it's like a colony and they're like farmers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and it like infects the cattle.
Yeah.
Cow. Yeah, that's the one.
At that point, like I think she teams up with one of the predators for a bit.
Yeah, one of the predators like kills a kid.
Oh, okay.
And another predator like finds out and is like, "No, bro, honor code. That's our whole deal." And so he kills that predator, and she helps him.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a scene where they they find the good guy predator like passed out. Like I think someone shot him or stunned him or something. Anyway, they like take him to the med bay, and he wakes up as another set of predators are attacking him.
Okay.
And he sees like a child skull on one of their belts, and it's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And proceeds to kill them. And the woman helps, and and he like christens her a member, and they do the team up thing, which they kind of ripped off for the movie.
Just give me that. Like I don't know. Granted, it was during that time period where people just didn't believe comic books would work on the big screen.
Okay, this is hilarious. A guy named Bigfoot in the chat said, just stepped into the AVB discussion, already 11 to 10. And he missed our Bigfoot conversation earlier.
Oh, Bigfoot.
Are you into cryptids, Bigfoot?
Yeah, these garbage files are where ideas like more conspiracy out there kind of thing. From my side, at least.
Yeah?
Just some late night. Like, I always imagine, like, late night radio shows. Men in Black kind of shit.
Old George Norrie.
Where?
Yeah, multitasking's hard.
Yeah.
I keep like losing my spot in the conversation. It's pretty hilarious. He's into Bigfoots. Big feet? Bigfoots? Yeah, whatever you want to call them.
Bigfoot high. They're gotta be out there. Or is it something? Like, remnants of pockets? Who knows? We keep finding weird things out there anyways.
I definitely think there's something out there.
We keep finding, like, things that are supposedly extinct, so who knows?
Have I shown you this trick I figured out for grabbing line art yet? Oh man, it's so awesome. And it works with, you don't have to threshold your work first. Yeah. So you get your art ready, and it has to be grayscale. That's the trick. So you get your grayscale art, you make sure your file is grayscale, and you go to the channels.
Oh, okay.
And you just select the black channel, and then you invert your selection, and you make a new layer, and you fill it with black, and then you have pure black, no fringes.
Cool.
It's funny. I just learned it not too long ago, and I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that I know it. Like I'm so used to doing it the old way.
Same. I think I've seen that technique before. But whenever I work now, a lot of it is when I was working digital, it's all in layers anyways. So I never had to like cut out black anymore. And in my originals, I just put a multiplier layer and just paint on top of them. Because when I do this stuff, it's not clean to color that way anyways. It's not meant for it.
I'm always trying to find the best way to get clean line art from scans.
Yeah, I just skipped the scanning part for quite a while. I had to get back into it again.
I seem to be a lot sharper if I do traditional work.
Okay.
If I don't ink for a few weeks, god, it's bad. I'm so rusty. See, Bigfoot says, following along with both trains of thought. You guys seen The Man Who Killed Hitler and then The Bigfoot? I have not seen either of those. Have you? The Man Who Killed Hitler sounds familiar, though. Let me bring up the Googles. Good old Googles. Oh, it's one movie. It's The Man Who Killed Hitler and then The Bigfoot.
Nice.
No, but that's either going to be amazing or horrible. There's like no in between with a name like that. Well, shit. It's got a 76 on Rotten Tomatoes and a 51 audience score.
Well.
Oh, shit, it's Sam Neill.
Oh shit.
Can't be that bad. I think is that Sam Neill? Not the Jurassic Park guy. The old cowboy guy. What's his name? Sam Elliott. That's his name. Yeah. He says the Bigfoot in it is freaky as fuck, as you would expect a good Bigfoot to be.
I heard Bobcat made a very good Bigfoot movie. Bobcat Goldthwait? Yeah, apparently he made a very, very good Bigfoot movie.
Well, tell me more.
I see was on the Rogan podcast who's just talking about it. Apparently a lot of people like how the Bigfoot sounds. Is that like it's very accurate.
Yeah.
Like, okay. He's a spotcher. He like the what's that thing called? The Zuckerberg.
The Zapruder film. No, that's
JFK.
I know what you're talking about. I just don't know the name.
He's rolling on that footage. He's like, I don't know. I think it looks real to me. Like I think it is. And I was like, is he trolling? I can't tell.
Okay, Bigfoot in the chat knows his shit. Okay, he says.
He probably does with a name like Bigfoot.
So the basic plot of that movie is Sam Elliott may or may not have killed Hitler, and now the government wants to go kill Bigfoot because Bigfoot's got the Bigfoot flu and is spreading it all around willy-nilly like. That sounds kind of awesome.
It sounds on par with that kind of title, right?
Yeah. The Bobcat one is called Willow Creek.
Right. It's more horror, I think. Oops. Oh no, I hit the camera.
Those both sound like at least worth a watch.
When it comes to that kind of stuff, I'm kind of a filthy casual, but it's fun to play around in.
Yeah. You know me, I'm all about the UFOs. Everything else, I'm casual.
I remember growing up, I had a book on cryptids. That was kind of cool. Because they don't teach you that in school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the forbidden thing you're not supposed to know about.
It's a fun thing to talk about, at least. See where these like origins come from. Stories of things.
Like one of my favorites, at least when I was a kid, was the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
Like that's a cool cryptid story, especially with some of the photos out there. I know a lot of them are fake, but I know some of them are hard to explain.
Like the idea of like the Kraken could be giant squid, you know?
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
Then, you know, the story of like a 60-foot thing becomes a 100-foot thing, you know?
You know, I'm honestly more likely to believe stuff when it's like ocean-based.
Yeah,
because like, who the fuck knows what's down there? I mean, one of the big UFO theories is that they're not actual aliens. They're just they're underwater, like because you know an underwater civilization that we don't know about.
Yeah, there's some freaky shit down there too. Isn't that where they have like is it called like the bloop or something like that? The bloop.
Yeah, the bloop. I think they know what they think they know what the bloop is now. If I remember, I think I remember reading about it.
Not what it was.
Yeah, it's like an underwater volcano or something. An ice quake from an iceberg is what they think. Yeah, but still, there's shit in the ocean that you know.
They have underwater lakes. That's weird. No, I mean,
yeah, there's underwater rivers. There's there's like cave systems that have been locked off from the rest of the world for millions of years.
They just found the biggest cave in the world in Vietnam within the last like couple years. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And the guy who discovered the tortoise went because they think there is a possibility of an extinct boar. Because I think he said when you walk into the cave, you don't see daylight again for like 2 days.
Oh wow!
And there's some cave-in parts, so there's like pockets of like grass and nature, because there's parts of it that caved in. So he's like, maybe in these pockets could be one or two of this supposedly extinct boar, or big herbivore. I think it's some sort of bovine.
Oh,
some sort of cow thing. Yeah.
Weird. Yeah. It's from that family, that genus.
Because there's always like, in Vietnam there's not cows, there's like oxen and water bison and things like that.
Is it big or no? Because I know that some of the ones that are extinct were freaking huge.
It's kind of like a medium-sized one. It hasn't been supposedly extinct for like super long, if I remember correctly.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what it's called. Bigfoot says probably something like an aurochs. That was the name I was looking for. See, that's another cool thing about Twitch is like you get people in your chat interacting, and it's like
it's made for it.
When you don't know what the hell you're talking about, they're like, no, it's actually this.
It seems like Twitch is made for that. YouTube is like TV now.
It really is.
And you really need to build your TV channel before people interact. And for me on YouTube, I think you need to plan it out more. I don't plan shit. I'm doing it today.
See, that's why I just do time lapse on YouTube, because I don't have the time to plan, honestly. Like, I mean, I just want to I want to put out art content. I don't want to necessarily run an entire YouTube channel.
That's why I kept joking when I started the podcasting. I was like, I think I started a YouTube show. I don't. On accident? Okay.
You totally started a YouTube show.
It's like, okay, well,
but I think you'd be good on Twitch. Yeah. One of the things I was going to talk about was, I think being on here as fully automatic might be smart, because of the artists that are on here. Like, it's your audience. It's people you're trying to sell to.
It's my peeps.
So yeah, it is your peeps. And there's quite a few of them.
I've been tempted to rebrand or like really lean into the fully automatic, as in like, we love the LGBTQAI community. We don't steal cuneiform and ancient artifacts from other countries.
Fuck yeah.
Like, hey, if you want a modern, because it's like because I'm into pro wrestling, looking at how AEW operates and how WWE operates, it's obvious that one company is run by a boomer and one's run by like kind of a millennial.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, your competition is basically like Michaels and Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
Like not very God, they're not LGBTQ friendly. They're not.
I think Michaels is pretty progressive. They're not like super out with it, but I think it's there.
Okay.
But yeah, because like AEW, they have these at least in the main stadium, they had these sensory rooms for kids or people with autism who get freaked out by the event. They can have a special room to go to like chill out. They had bags for everybody, so inside the bags were like headphones, dry erase boards. So you can, if you're nonverbal, you can communicate with people, like all these little things for kids that way. I was like, that's really neat.
That is cool.
They're really LGBT friendly. Like their female champ right now is a trans girl, and they never mention it on TV, ever. Like in the PR stuff they do, and like news stuff they do, but on TV, it's Nyla Rose, and they never talk about her as a trans person. They just she's just a female wrestler.
Yeah, right on.
Okay. That kind of stuff.
See what you did there.
It's really like progressive. Twitch is, I think, is that way too. It's fairly new. Acts new.
Yeah, it's very inclusive. It's not really. Hold on, I'm trying to pick what kind of downsampling I want for this image because I got to make it smaller. It's it's very like no drama, no bullying, no everybody just be cool, be respectful.
Is it run by furries?
Dude, I don't think so.
I was talking to a friend. He says some platform. He's like, it's mostly furry, so they're pretty straightforward. They don't play. Was it Discord?
Hilarious. Maybe.
I was asking if there's like a special name for a group channel, and he's like, no, it's pretty straightforward. They don't play. They don't play in those weird, let's give everything a unique name. Play around.
Gotcha.
It is what it is. It's a group chat. Moving forward.
Moving forward.
Oh, it makes sense. Like, if you're corporate, you always want to like brand it something. That way you can own it.
Well, yeah, if you don't make it unique and brandable, you can't reap the rewards, whatever those are. What's wrong with you? You dumb piece of artwork.
How's the commissions coming along?
Commissions are coming along pretty good, actually.
Have they been the new ones incoming steady?
Not super steady, but steady enough.
Okay.
I just got one this last week. Is the first one I've gotten in a minute.
Okay.
Actually, I got two this last week. Never mind. I forgot about one. So yeah, so it was dry for a little bit, and then it looks like we got some more. They're cool too.
Good.
Yeah, one of them I was talking about on the stream last night. So one of my Facebook friends wants a self-portrait, or not a self-portrait. He wants a portrait. He's a cool guy, into the same stuff I'm into, and he was like, "Here's what I want. I want me." No, did I just get a follow? Woohoo. Lord Fron has joined the crew. What's up, Lord Fron? So he wanted himself in a psychedelic Mayan Aztec-inspired Iron Man suit with Quetzalcoatl behind him, and it's for his trip room.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was like, well, you can't really get much more on brand with me than that.
Perfect.
So yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, you gotta find that audience.
Yeah, I'm starting to.
Like, that's your jam.
That one's totally my jam. Like it literally doesn't get much better than that.
Oh, too bad you should have set up a booth at like a fish concert.
Yeah. Oh, there's a raw scan. How big is the raw scan? I hate it when I'm trying to work on something and I can't find the high res. Like I found it. All right, never mind. I spoke too soon. All right, finally. Well, that's like a 2-year-old piece. So I'm gonna put together a deconstructed series.
Oh.
I'm gonna take all the ones I've done and color them and do like a print series.
Have you deconstructed an Ewok?
No, that would be that'd be gory. That's the gory stuff right there. I dig it.
Someone made like a fan movie about Ewoks and how they were like these predators in the dark.
Dude, yeah, they ate stormtroopers. They're fucking terrifying.
Yeah, that's from the stormtrooper's point of view. They're like, what the hell was that? You see these little eyes in the dark and like someone disappears. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. They're like carrying your squad mates like bloody helmets on sticks. Like, yeah.
I just watched a thing where a guy broke down the Ewok language. And how like where the sounds come from.
Is there an actual Ewok
I think
language?
it's very small, but I think he was mostly talking about where the history of the language, like where they got similar sounds and things like that.
Oh, I see.
Or like he found these certain noises, like okay, and they typically start building the phonics and the grammar from there. talk about like Klingon, how Klingon has a wide range and is still growing.
Yeah, well, Klingon's like a real language. Like, yeah, I'm always surprised by the Klingon thing because like, people are legit into it. Oh no, you're on top of it. That's not what I wanted.
People, they live that life.
You know what? I need to be in my chat better. See, this is the thing though. It's hard to multitask.
Yeah.
And I've got like my... Oh, it's because Chrome crashed. Okay, never mind. Not my fault.
That's bad news, Bear.
Sorry, guys. Maybe I can read the chat from... I can read the chat from OBS. Let's see.
Can you?
Yeah, there's an OBS plugin or there's a Twitch plugin for OBS, and so it lets you go live just from OBS. Like you can title your streams, you can set everything up, and then when you go live, it pushes everything out and it runs the chat. There's also like an event viewer, so you can see like follows and subscribes and stuff. All right, let me catch up real quick. Boomer jokes, that's great. Trip room as in a room to store souvenirs in, or is this an ayahuasca den? It's an ayahuasca den, Bigfoot. It's totally his ayahuasca den. He is a fellow mushroom head like myself. And then Lord Franz says, I really like what you're going on here. Kind of new to Photoshop. I draw day to day. Kind of got somewhere. Like the style on the skull. Well, thanks.
Photoshop's a weird software.
All day, every day.
Like the history of it.
Created for Terminator 2.
Oh, really?
Huh. Yep. It's how they did the liquid metal.
It's called Photoshop, but everyone uses it to like draw now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm not in like the retouching business.
I think that was the original intention, right? Because I mean, used to you couldn't draw digitally. You had to.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we didn't even have because I remember when I got my computer, there weren't like Wacoms weren't around yet. So yeah, I can see how.
Yeah. I have a friend who's a retoucher, so that's all he does. He's like, this slice of pizza needs more pepperoni.
Yeah, I got a friend that's a retoucher too. She used to work at JCPenney.
Oh, those poor people. They just filed bankruptcy. I don't know, man. JCPenney's been filed for bankruptcy for the last like 20 years. That's weird.
Yeah, screw them.
I don't know how they keep hanging on, but God bless them. Memes is having problems, finally. Or they've been having problems, I guess.
What's going on with them?
I think they're finally filing for bankruptcy, like all the way. I think they're leveraging a sale with somebody. So somebody's gonna pay them like half their debt, I think, and then own the other half. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh wow!
It's a good if you can hang on to that brand somehow, that'd be nice.
I mean, that brand's worth a lot,
years, you know.
even if the company's not doing well.
I think part of it, is it just got too big. Like you're not a boutique anymore. Like Neiman's never should have been in Target. That was a weird move. Because Massimo did it one year. Like they did a Massimo Target thing, and they did really, really, really well. And Neiman's tried it, but I just feel like that's not the same people. Because once those brands hit Target, no one's gonna know who these people are. Like they're aspirational, but still, it's even and honestly, even for Target, they're still pricey.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I remember going in because we made like graphics to tell people, hey, sorry you missed the sale. Here's some things to go find at the shop or at the actual Neiman's, not at Target, because they were expecting a sellout. And I remember walking to a Target and seeing the product still there like the next weekend. Like, oh no.
Oh no.
No. This can't be good. Yeah.
That's bad.
And then I saw a lot of that merch during the employee sale. I'm like, that sucks. That was a bad decision by somebody.
Can't always count on it.
It needs to be, Neiman's needs to be high priced. Neiman needs to be, like they have a brand called Bergdorf Goodman.
What?
Dude, this is how boutique it is. It is one store. It's only...
Okay, yeah, that's like some ritzy
It's
LA
in New
store.
York. The men's department is on one side of the street, and the women's department is on the other side of the street. Yeah, and it's, you know, it's where Jay-Z shops and stuff like that. So that's, yeah.
Game.
High-end stuff. So I remember seeing a jacket. Like, that's a cool jacket. Looked at it. I was like, oh, it's like $10,000. I got you.
Oh, I was gonna guess 6,000. So I wasn't too off.
But yeah, Neiman's, and probably Neiman's is just an older. They never updated themselves really.
Yeah, you gotta keep up with the times, man.
And then the Corona hit.
Yay, Corona.
Everything's gonna change. Everybody's doing a stream,
and that brings.
That's funny.
Yep. I mean, that's why I started. I was like, well, everyone's stuck at home on the internet. I've wanted to stream. Why don't I start streaming?
Like Facebook has a group thing now. Google relaunched theirs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm surprised that Google. It's funny because what they did is they just brought back Hangouts, but now they're calling it meetings. I'm like, you can't do that. I see what you did. Come on
I wonder
now.
why they bailed on Hangouts. Did they bail on Hangouts?
They bailed on. I think they bailed on it because it was just because it was too expensive. I mean, because think about that bandwidth and the resources you need for that, and they didn't charge for it at all. But with Teams, you get your like your corporate version that has all the bells and whistles.
Oh yeah, that's why.
And you can sell that.
That's why I use it.
Teams.
Is it Microsoft Teams? Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. Google's got its own. Google's is called Meetings.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I might have said Teams by accident.
Yeah.
Gotta love Taco Tuesday says the only time I've left my house in 9 weeks was to go to the hospital. Jeez. I haven't left much. Well, I take that back. I walk the dog every day, so I leave my house technically every day, but I've only
I
been
go
on
to the post office
trips.
pretty much every day, and then I go grocery shopping like once a week.
Why do you go to the post office
Because
every day?
Ruby's always making sales every day.
Dude, they'll come to you and pick up.
I need a receipt because of
Yep, you need that tracking number.
And the platform she works on right now, they only send you money once they confirm parcel receivement, or they receive the package.
Yeah.
So we can't.
Okay, I gotcha.
Waiting sucks.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Especially when I'm walking out of the house,
Only-
it's almost 10 packages sometimes. So it's like, oh, that's a lot of money. I gotta go.
That's a lot of money. Yeah, that's a whole
take
bunch.
shot somewhere. It's not bad.
Yeah, our policy is the only time we actually go in is for original
really?
art. If I'm shipping original art,
Yeah.
I want it scanned. But like prints or like merch or pins, I'm just like, I'll dump it in the thing.
That makes sense.
And I always go at like midnight when no one's there.
Yeah, that makes sense. But when I go to the post office, I wear my mask. I bring a bottle of hand sanitizer. I have a system, so that works for the most part, because the immediate lobby area is like only like 5 people can be in there at a time. So we're all waiting in the big lobby area while the
Oh wow!
Yeah,
well, that's
so
nice at least.
as someone leaves, if everybody shifts at the right time, I can duck in without touching the door.
Oh,
And
that's
then
awesome.
on the way out, and if everybody shifts at the right time, I'll do that for the same people who come out. And when I leave, I don't touch the handle. I push the door open with my shoulder.
So you are indeed.
Yeah,
as
and
paranoid
then
as I am.
to me it's like a game. It's like don't touch anything. And I come home, if I touch anything, I have hand sanitizer in the car, so I hand sanitize. And then if I'm gone for like an hour or two, I come home, I take a shower.
Yeah, we wash our hands religiously, and we don't really do trips that need a shower very often because we've been paying extra to have the groceries delivered, just to stay out of the grocery store.
It hasn't been so bad at the grocery store. Everybody, like, all the aisles are one way now. They have markers on the ground for like stand here. Everybody has face masks for the most part. All the workers have face masks. There's some poor guy in the front just wiping down all the carts.
Oh, that poor dude.
It's kind of cool though. He wipes the carts and then he leaves them lined up. So you just grab one that have been wiped down. So the Albertsons has been doing pretty well. Or at least the Kroger, I think.
Yeah, we usually go to
Home
Kroger.
Depot fucking sucks at this. They had a sign outside that says curbside, and that was no one. I didn't. A lot of people in the employees weren't wearing masks. They didn't have any markers on where people should stand. The inside just was exactly the same. No difference. When I checked, it's been a minute, but by that time the grocery store had really opened up the area by the registers and had markers, like big stickers on the ground to like keep social distance. They had arrows on the ground to make everything all the aisles one way. They did a lot, like real fast too. It was quick. Yeah.
Well, that's good at least. I know the Whole Foods over here by us did something similar. They were on it early with cart sanitation and taking temperatures and only one way aisles, all that fun stuff.
Sadly, the post office just had to make do for a while. Like they had like yellow tape on the ground, shower curtains, just doing what they probably had no budget to do what they needed to do.
Yeah, just people probably bringing stuff from home.
It's government facility, so I feel like part of working for the government implies that you have no money and you have to still accomplish the same things.
Yep, basically. That's how it
I remember talking to a buddy about the fighter plane that they spent a gajillion dollars on that went nowhere for the most part. He said, "Oh yeah, I think the Marines bought a couple." I was like, "Does it do what they needed to?" He's like, "No, but we're the Marines. We just take whatever and we make it work." I was like, "That's about right."
I mean, good for y'all.
Which is funny that happens, and then a lot of people are like, "We support the troops." Like, how about you treat them better?
Why don't you prove it in your budget
and be allocated properly? And I think that the government, like other companies, just how they act is just too old.
Yeah, it's they're slow. They can't pivot, as they say.
Which makes
you got to be able to pivot quickly.
They seem to only pivot on things that are pretty proven. The reason why they're behind is make sure those trends are actually worthwhile to dig into. That's what it seems like. Yeah. But when you work at a small startup, that shit moves super fast, but at the same time, it fails really fast.
It does fail very fast.
This new, project management software that came out 2 weeks ago. Cool.
And we fucked it up.
This thing sucks. Because at my last workplace, we ended up with a small project management software because they didn't want to pay for Salesforce.
Just pay for the industry standard stuff.
And that thing was custom. Like when we finally started digging into Salesforce, oh my god.
Yeah, you do a lot with it.
Yeah, we bought a third party, or we bought a project management software, and then they bought Salesforce for the sales team. And then as we're digging into it, like, everyone's like, this could replace the project management software. Like, we can run all in this one thing. But those cost way too much. Yeah. They're Einstein. Their AI sounds. My coworker said, if we train this AI properly, we don't need a sales director. It's like we can set it up to remind people that, hey, you haven't heard back from this client. We looked at the stats, maybe look at these numbers. Like, it was getting super smart.
It's kind of the way it's going. There's certain things though that, like, I don't know. I know some people are like scared of AI taking over, but I'm not. There's certain things that AI can do better and faster than humans.
Yeah.
But it won't ever replace. It'll never replace it though. Like, you're gonna still need human decisions and human input.
I can see that.
I mean, think about it. Like, you need the humans just to train the AI.
That's true.
At least for now.
Yeah.
You know.
Then we become batteries for everybody.
That's right.
Who says we're not there already? Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun.
Are
you gonna leave the? Oh, sorry, I was gonna read from my chat. See, Bigfoot, you gonna leave the Vader with more flat colors and make it more similar to the Cobra? I don't know yet, Bigfoot. I'm flattening everything first, because I want it to match Cobra Commander, but I don't know if it's gonna work.
I think if you make something in Cobra, are you done with the Cobra Commander?
Yeah, so if you look at him, like Cobra, he's done. He's rendered in like my typical, style.
I think your issue with it looking similar is that Cobra Commander is full of clothy material, and the Vader is more metallic material, and how you render both of those look different.
Yep. Yeah, I was just gonna I was just gonna kind of play with it until I figured out if it was gonna work or not, because I don't know if it's gonna work. So that's the answer to that question.
I think you should go like uber shiny.
Hopefully, yeah. I'm like, well, that's what I'm gonna do. I kind of fuck around when I play. This. I play around with colors and shapes and all that stuff, and so once I'm happy with that, I'm gonna do the renders, and then I'll know for sure if it's gonna work then.
That's part of it. I remember just.
He says the flat colors work really well. Gives it a very screen print, Mike Mignola vibe. Yeah. I have a version already that's just flat colors that I have a print of, and I made the enamel pin of. But I want to do a deconstructed series, and I want them to all match. I'm gonna try it.
We'll make the set like the line art. And then you can visually brand your line art as a set, and then your colors can be a little different.
Yeah, that's
and then that way, even if the colors don't necessarily match, like at least your pencils do, your black and whites do. I don't know.
Yeah, we will see.
You're in Photoshop, right? 2020?
Photoshop. Yeah. Yeah, I keep up to date.
Do you use InDesign much?
Oh yeah, all the time.
2020?
I think so.
Okay.
So far, I haven't. I don't know when the last time it updated was, but I've been using it recently. One of my gigs is like the deliverable is like a PDF, so it's all got to be wrapped up in InDesign at the end. Yeah, so far it seems stable.
A couple coworkers were having issues, so I wasn't sure it was like just them, because they're kind of on slightly older machines, and
that might be part of it. I know that ever since I got my new PC, all my Adobe stuff has worked much better than it used to. Like way better.
It starts to like Adobe is just a resource hog.
Like, yeah, they're not shy about taking your resources anymore. They're just like, give me all that RAM, give it
At
all.
this point, you're like, yeah, you probably should. For what we do, it's like, yeah, take all the RAM. That's what it's for.
Yeah, there was something I tried to do and I couldn't do it, and I was like, okay, new computer. I'm done fucking around.
I watched my hard drive because it was slowing. I was working some video. I was actually working a time lapse. And then I saw my hard drive go from 80 gigabytes free to 13 gigabytes free.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
And I was like, maybe I reset it. And then after I hit reset, clear the RAM and all this stuff, I hit reset, and then all of a sudden it never came back on again.
Oh no.
Oh shit. So.
Yeah, that's not good.
Bought a new computer.
Yeah, you need a PC anyway.
I miss it.
I think they're better for streaming.
The level of customization and how you...
Yeah, they're more versatile.
Makes them more appealing to me. Well, because I kind of know computers. I can put one together if I have to. I feel apples are for people who don't. Which is fine.
Yep, Apple, PCs are screws, Apple is glue. You know, you can't, like, if you want to mod your machine or do anything weird or add stuff, like you know, like I know you were frustrated because like you couldn't plug up enough peripherals to your Mac, but like, I mean, God, I've got a mic, I've got 2 cameras, I've got like charging stations and my phone and everything plug up to mine, and I've still got like, you know, 2 ports left.
I can, on a PC, I remember I can add another port.
Oh yeah, you can just buy a new card even, and just like add another bank of them.
I always tell my stepson that apples are Fisher Price, because they're not meant to be messed with. Like they work out of the box. Everything is very, very intuitive. Nothing super complicated. It's for people who aren't computer people.
Yeah,
which is perfect for designers. Have you met designers? They're not computer people.
See, and I always thought they were, but evidently that was just me.
It's like when I found out, like, oh, designers don't know how to draw for the most part.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, that.
Well, it's because they dive deep into the design. I always felt it was like mixed martial arts. They just dive into one aspect of it and don't spend time in the other aspects of it. And nowadays it's different. Like, a lot of designers can code. To a degree, but they're not like uber coders. We're all kind of cross-trained.
This real quick.
What?
I don't. Oh, I was reading my chat again. Sorry.
Do your thing.
Oh yeah, Bigfoot says Adobe always seems like it has weird crap happening in the background. My work PC is trying to run Illustrator 2020 on Win 7.
Jesus.
We kept pressuring IT to get us more RAM. They had a hard time finding it because it turned out it was all DDR3. Oh man, yeah, you're working with some old machines. Yeah, oh man, I went all out on my new one. I bought like, I mean, I didn't go all out. You know, I spent less than $1,000 on it. I know you can get, you can spend a lot more if you want. But yeah, I
saw a pre-built at my workplace that it was like for $6,000.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's a lot. It's a lot for a computer.
Everything.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure it. God, just still. One of the streamers, the gaming streamers that I don't necessarily follow him, but I follow him. I watch him a lot because he's one of the most successful game streamers. And like, he just ordered like a $14,000 PC to stream with. It's like, Jesus, man.
My coworker got I think it was $16,000 or at least $12,000. High-end rendering.
So much.
Yeah. Once you start, this is a PC. You can You can stack everything. You want multiple CPUs, you want multiple graphics cards, you want multiple hard drives. You can stack as many as you want in that machine.
Yeah, he had two of those like $5,000 super high end video cards in it. It's like, well, God, there's like 7/10 of your price.
It'll be nice to rejoin the PC world.
Yeah. We'll be able to stream a lot easier. And once I get you over to Twitch, we'll be able to multi-stream super easy.
That works.
All right, these guys are flatted. Not flat somewhere on Boba or on IG. Sorry, I'm in the habit of talking to myself because I'm on Twitch.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
My stepson does it, but he grew up on YouTube. Or with YouTube, at least.
Keeps me engaged.
That's what we need nowadays. Some Japanese professional wrestling company wants to do a Zoom event where they're gonna pipe in somehow the audience noise from home. Yeah, like they're gonna take everybody's noise and make it sound like an audience.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
But I think part of it is because it's a Japanese company. Their fans are way more like polite.
I was trying to think of a nice way to say that.
Even when they're in the audience at a normal event, they're really quiet.
Yeah, I know. It just hit me because I was like, oh yeah, because like like Japanese kids will like actually clean up after themselves at school and do what they're told when they're told.
Apparently in pro wrestling, they watch the art form of it. And they'll get rowdy and they'll cheer, but it's not like an American audience where it's like signs and people yelling all the time.
Yeah, it's like a circus here. For better or worse.
Culture, right? Well,
yeah.
That's why we have these. That's why we have these protests going on. To be quite honest, people like getting rowdy.
People don't like being told what to do here. It's a kind of an American thing. I mean, I get it. I don't like being told what to do either, but
it gets dicey at this pandemic. And I didn't realize part of it is like, oh, you have to believe in the virus to begin with. So there's a portion of them that don't believe in it. So like, okay, you're already gonna protest, and then you have all these fringe people who are like, okay, I believe in this, this, and this. All the way up to like, I heard someone at the grocery store. They're like, there is a virus out there. I just think that the steps we're taking are a little extreme. It's like, okay.
See, that's way more nuanced than some people I know who are just like, it's fake and it's here to control us.
I think she was kind of a doctor person, like someone in the medical field. And she was like, it's real. I just think some of these steps are just a little. I was just walking past them. I overheard their conversation, but that's the gist I got. Like, okay, you know. Like it depends on what what they're getting into. Because some people are like, we need to temperature test everybody who walks anywhere. Shut everything down. F the economy. I was like, okay. We have to. Unfortunately, we have to not to keep the economy going to some portions of it, and everybody has to pivot.
Yep.
Not everybody can pivot.
Gotta Love Comics says he loves watching American news. Where are you from? Gotta Love Tacos. I feel like he might have told me where he was from yesterday, but I probably forgot. Bigfoot says, I hate the news. I can't believe people are protesting it, calling it fake. It's like, yeah, okay, because the rest of the world isn't on the joke too, I guess.
Yeah.
Touché. What's up, Crush? Crush builds in the house.
Sometimes those government conspiracies, I'm like, that's a lot of people to not say anything.
Man, my favorite meme out of all this is like you people who think this is a conspiracy, you put a lot of faith in the government, and you obviously have never been a project manager, because getting that many people to do what they're supposed to and like stay on task and not like leak and snitch, like it doesn't happen. It just doesn't. He's Canadian. Taco Tuesday is Canadian.
They're like our quiet neighbors in the north. They must be really tired of our parties.
You polite fuckers up there with your Tim Hortons coffee. Bigfoot says those protesters are probably flat earthers too, and you are probably right.
They're gun rights activists.
Yeah, there's some overlap though. Like, I think the people who see, it depends, because it's like you said, like if you're just protesting because you think like the measures we're taking are too much, like I disagree, but I understand. Like, I get it. But if you think it's a fake virus and it's all a hoax, that's where I'm like, I don't know how to engage with you.
I hope deep inside those more middle people on the right can now finally understand what it felt like watching Occupy Wall Street. Like, I see where you're going in the beginning, and then all the crazy show up. And then the next thing you know, they're storming government buildings. Right?
Yeah.
I saw a thing on Reddit where someone saw that these protests were all built by someone who has connections to gun rights, and then they hired a political marketing firm to do...
It's like a gun rights activist group out of Florida. Yeah.
And then I saw...
Yeah, like it's not grassroots.
I saw somebody who... Because they're talking about like these protesters are crisis actors. But the person they pointed out was a gun rights protester in California. Or they saw them in California. I was like, oh...
Oh yeah, because they get paid to like go around.
So they're more like agent provocateurs, I guess. They let you, instead of hoping that somebody in the group can lead, you send in leaders. Because all you need really is one person or a handful of people to like throw that first rock, and that shit just pops off.
Well, everything now too is like it's like a competition for attention. So if you can just like. If you can start a fake movement and like grab the news cycle, well then you got what you wanted, right? You got your message out, you got more followers to your side.
Sadly, they've already won. They've got what they needed. They turned a medical issue into a rights issue.
Yeah, they turned it super political, super. I don't get the rights issue. It's like, man, I'm very open about the fact that I own guns. Like, I'm still not worried about anyone taking my guns. It's never gonna happen.
People always say, well, New Zealand did it or Australia did it. I was like, there's more people in LA in that entire continent. Like, let's be real.
Yeah. Well, and there's also a huge difference between taking your guns and like outlawing a certain type of gun moving forward. Because there was an assault weapons ban in America for a very long time, and you basically just like the type of guns that you couldn't own, there weren't that many of them, and it was like the most extreme. It was like you basically like you can't have more than like a 30-round clip, and you can't have a fully auto. There were a couple other small rules, but it was like it didn't affect anyone I know. It didn't affect my family who all hunt.
I wonder if people forget about that bank robbery in I think in LA. Do you remember this? The armored guys?
That's why. Yeah, that's why we had that ban. That's one of the big reasons. Is because they showed up to bank robbery with military gear. Basically,
couldn't do shit because they were just outgunned. I remember the big issue was the range. Like their weapons couldn't reach them.
Yep. Well, they had fully automatic weapons, and then they had military-grade body armor. So even if you could hit them, like it didn't do anything.
With their pistols and their... Because no one had like rifles. I think they had to like go into a pawn shop and get better weapons.
They did. They broke into a pawn shop nearby, and they grabbed all the long rifles, because that's pretty much the only thing that would work. Yeah, because handguns aren't going to go through body armor. You're just going to piss people off. My dad was real into guns, and he was fascinated by that whole thing. Because I think he secretly wanted to be a bank robber, honestly. Because he was like, if you're going to do it, that's how you do it. He was like, but even they didn't get away. They all died on scene.
It seemed like
there's just too many.
It sounded like they just didn't have a good getaway plan, and I think they got greedy. I think they went because they hit multiple banks that day. I think.
Yeah, they took too long. If they had ran, they would have got away.
One or two and then bounced right away and not get. You can't get all those. You can't get 5 stars, man. Once you get 5 stars, everybody should.
You got to go.
Once you call on that helicopter, you're kind of effed.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. Yeah, because one guy, they stopped him by shooting him in the ankle, because it was one of the only places that wasn't covered with body armor. And then the other guy, they had to shoot him in the head. And that's why they got the long rifles, is because they basically needed someone to snipe the guy in the head to get him to stop shooting.
Didn't one of them ended up accidentally or killing himself? His gun jammed.
One of them just straight up killed himself. Yeah, he ran out of ammo, I think. Yeah, they had him cornered, and he wasn't getting away, and he ate his own rifle.
Because I remember someone it may look like he was trying to unjam something and it went off, but who knows? These are all vague memories of this crazy incident.
Yeah. Real quick, Bigfoot says, if you're in the podcast, there's a couple good flat Earth centric ones. One is by Hysteria 51, and it's a round table where they invite flat earthers and scientists to join. I think I've actually seen that one. I've seen one I think it's all black and white, and they do they get 5 scientists and 5 flat earthers, and they
duke it out. That's awesome.
They don't duke it out. The one I saw was a really cool format, and they have them all line up, and they ask very specific questions, and it's because even amongst flat earthers, there's debate. But some people think the Earth is flat and in a dome, and some people think it's just flat, and some people think that it's not flat, but it's way bigger than we think it is. And so they would ask one question, and the people who disagreed, they would let those people debate each other and talk. They would ask them some more questions and dive in. It was real well done. It was real real respectful, no yelling, no name calling. I do remember though that one of the women, there was a woman on the flat earther side, and she annoyed me so much because her argument was just basic. Her argument was, I just believe it because I believe it. And you're just you can't.
Not this context, I'm sorry. You're on this platform, you gotta bring some evidence.
I don't know if that was the right one, but yeah. I tell people, I'm not afraid to make fun of flat earthers, because at the heart of it, most flat earthers are not flat earthers. They're religious zealots, and it's not. It's all faith, and they literally think that scientists. They think that. First off, they think all scientists are atheists, and they think all scientists are out to try to destroy the concept of God. I had a friend who turned flat earther. One of my old friends went super flat earther.
Came from religion?
I had to stop hanging out with him. Yeah, it was all religion. That's if you can talk to them enough and get them down to the bare bones of it, that's what it is. Because you're okay, let's pretend the Earth is flat. Let's pretend your weird laws of physics are true, and we're on a flat Earth in a dome. All the stars are fake. Everything's fake. What's the end game? And the end game is that God created it this, and modern science doesn't want you to know it. And I'm all right, I'm out. I'm checked out.
But I don't recall any religious text talking about the shape of the Earth. I guess you can get into creationism, and that kind of thing, but it kind of falls into Darwinism. Like still, if you kind of look at it at a certain angle, unless you're like one of those young Earthers where you counted the begets. I think it's in Deuteronomy. The first part of that book is like a whole chapter of is the lineage. It's so.
Yeah, it's like Adam begot so and so, begot so and so down through the line, and
I had to make a video on parts of the Bible. It was so weird. It was a school project, and the teacher didn't want to teach anymore, and he just because he was a mid-semester replacement, and he was teaching theology with a math degree, but previous theology teacher had a heart attack. Yeah, so he just put us in groups and assigned us portions of the Bible, and we were supposed to make a video out of it. My group went kind of Monty Python with it. It was weird.
Yeah. Of course you did.
We had like a reporter talking about Herod killing all the babies, and so we had us in the background wrapped in aluminum foil killing baby dolls. Yeah.
Oh God. He really didn't want to teach after that.
From what I remember correctly, the previous teacher had a heart attack. That particular teacher was helping putting in ceiling tiles. And he's known, like, this is from a family that went to the school, so everybody knows each other. And he died. The principal pulled him in and was like, look, it's the week before Christmas. I have to get a new teacher. I heard you just graduated with a degree. Do you want to teach for a semester? He's like, sure. I was like, okay. Why not?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Young, just straight, like, legit, just out of college by a semester. And so, teaching theology. It was pretty rough. He did the best he could.
He did not know what he was stepping into a bit.
He knew a bit. I think the family's very Catholic, so he knew a bit from his early upbringings, but we weren't going to get into like little nuances.
Let's see, Bigfoot says they really are, though, talking about them being a religion. There's a big FE and religion crossover to a disturbing point yet. Those are the dinosaurs don't exist people. I can't be friends with anyone who denies dinosaurs, he says.
Yeah, I can agree.
Yeah. I'm not religious. I have my issues with religion. I don't mind if people are religious, but yeah, I'm the same way about people who like deny science. It's like, man, the only reason your smartphone works is science. The only reason you can drive a car, like even if there is a God, he didn't make cars, like engineers and scientists and builders did.
Yes.
But there's also this weird modern thing too, though, where it's like I've seen it especially with the coronavirus stuff, where it's like people who question science, they're like, well, scientists are always changing their minds and changing what they believe, and I just want to scream at them like, yeah, that's the whole fucking point.
I guess they look at it as like it's very egotistical to think that we know everything. Especially, if you look back from even just 100 years ago.
Yeah, I'm convinced that we still have no fucking clue what's really going on. Like, we're just best guessing it as good as we can until we die.
Especially for me, it's all this weird stuff we're discovering, like ancient civilizations that have been lost. And we people read, what's the word for it? The age of the pyramids and things like that. Even the heads at Easter Island. No one looked. No one looked below. No one dug one up to see this entire time.
Right? Or God, you can do deep Earth X-rays, like from the Jurassic Park movies. Like, that's a real science.
Things like the pyramids, like you're fully believing in data that was put together 50 years ago, 100 years ago. Should we relook at that thing now with modern science?
Yeah. there's an interesting story behind that. Yes, we should, but the I think it's the Egyptian, whatever, like the Egyptian like antiquities board is or whatever.
Academics.
They won't let them. They won't let them because they'll
undo their PhDs.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and they'll also undo the fact they'll undo the idea that ancient Egyptians were super smart and super advanced because it's way older than modern Egypt, especially the Sphinx. Like, there's pretty good evidence that the Sphinx is like 10, 15,000 years old, which puts it way before any kind of Egyptian civilization was around. What do we got here? Sorry, I keep checking the chat. I'm still learning how often.
He's talking about one of us.
Like, how long can you let them go? Were you talking to me or were you talking to Ruby?
No, Ruby's in bed. She's usually up, but she's now I'm streaming, so she dips out. Like, I don't want to hear you talk. Peace out.
Yeah, that's how Lars is. She's like, I'm gonna go to the living room.
Don't want to hear you and your dumb conspiracy theories.
Right. Heard it enough.
Fuck. The government runs everything. We got DMT aliens running the government.
Running the show here, people. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
I think I helped convince my stepson to look at the word lizard people not as actual lizard people, but as a grouping of people.
It's
like they may not be like actual lizard people, but it's like a gang called the lizard people, and they all like help each.
Yeah, it's like
they help each other out, and because they seem to be always talking about the same people.
Yeah, it's rich, politically connected people who don't give a shit about anyone else but themselves. Those are the lizard people.
It's all short-term thinking. It's very honest. Sadly, I feel it's very capitalistic. Like if you're a pure capitalist, that's how you roll.
Oh yeah, it's total capitalism. Yeah, the lizard people conspiracy is actually what got me out of the whole conspiracy theory like subculture. Yeah, no, seriously, it was because I've always been into UFOs, and I don't consider UFOs a conspiracy theory. Like, UFOs are a real phenomenon. There's plenty of evidence. You can have intelligent conversations about it.
Yeah. It's something's out there.
Yeah, but like when Alex Jones started doing the like slow motion videos, like, because he'll take like a video off the web that's compressed and has like compression artifacts from being resaved, and he's like, look right there, his eyes changed, he's a lizard person, and I was just like, what? Like, I'm out. I can't. I'm out.
Dunsies.
That's back before he got totally crazy, though.
Yeah. Though I think he says he has like breathing problems.
I think he's had a traumatic brain injury, to be perfectly honest with you.
But I think he says,
and I think he said it on one of the shows.
He has breathing problems. So to me, if you have breathing issues, the lack of oxygen will make you trip.
Make you stupid too. But says the funny part with UFO thing is a lot of people are like, the government said they was real now. I'm like, okay, calm down. Literally anything in the sky that you don't know what it is a UFO. Just because I'm in those circles, but the Blink 182 guy has been talking about the same video for like 2 years. Yeah, the Blink 182 guy's a interesting outlier. He's right though. He talked about that video for a long time, but like evidently it was for anybody listening now or later, it's the Nimitz, it's the USS Nimitz UFO from 2006, and it was a leaked aircraft. It was like footage, it's like cockpit footage of what's his name, Commander Fravor, chasing a UFO, and it is compelling as fuck. But yeah, like it had leaked way before.
Yeah, they finally
like,
confirmed
like,
it.
Like somehow it leaked. I don't know how it leaked. No one knows who leaked it. It's kind of a weird thing to leak when you really think about it. It's like, how the fuck did you get
I remember
access
the
to
guy
this?
was like, we should really think about how this got off a hard drive on a battleship and onto the internet. How did that work?
Yeah. I'm sure at some point it was transmitted like wirelessly somewhere. That's probably how it.
Not with the government. Some bases still have VHS tapes.
Yeah, that's true. You make a good point.
Yeah. I heard the guy talk about they get movies for the bases, and some of them he watched the Avengers on VHS. Some of the bases still have VHSs.
Why do we treat our soldiers so poorly?
Everything in the 60s or 70s and never upgraded it.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy.
That's why if you go walk in the government building, they all feel old because they got built once. I think it was like during the 70s, there was a big, like, massive building project for the government.
Like a
yeah, that's why they all look the same. Like if you look at the government building, it's kind of brutalist.
They are very brutalist.
All that's
funny
built in the
to me.
same era. That's all. That's why all the early colonial stuff all looks the same. It's all built in the same era. But yeah. So who knows where how that tape got out?
Yeah, but it got out.
It's been out for a hot minute.
Not the official one hasn't though. That's the thing. Is that it's weird that they finally said, "Hey, here's the real footage." It's here's like the high res.
It's a distraction from the virus, bro. Because it doesn't exist.
No.
Though I did hear that our president said that if we tested less, we'll get less positives.
Yeah, he totally said that.
Bro.
Yeah, that was like yesterday.
Is that real? I looked up. Yep, it's real. Word for word. God damn it.
I mean, he's the same guy that stared directly at a solar eclipse. What do you expect?
Well, it sounds like an old boomer boss who's like, just give me the numbers. I don't care how you get it. Just give me the numbers I need for my sales pitch. Because I had an old boomer boss who was kind of that way. It's like, yes, technically speaking, this is $1 million project. But that's not accounting everything else. So they kept touting that bottom line that looked really good, but didn't count the real line that said, hey, this is the $1 million project we actually made $10,000 on.
Jeez.
Maybe not that level.
That's your actual
One
profit.
of our clients, they kept because they liked the name, but it was losing us money. And I found out afterwards. They're like, no, I was in the office. I did the paperwork. And I was like, yes, you did. It's like, we were losing money to this client. I was like, why? No, like, at that point, dip out. Like, get the big name client, get the cool looking project that you need, and then dip out. You don't.
And then bounce.
You
Yeah,
don't
you gotta
need them
bounce.
anymore. Because technically speaking, that project is in your portfolio, in my opinion. And that name is always be in your resume. So moving forward, you're good. If they're a bad client, dip out. And they were big enough, they knew it too. So it's like, alright. You choose this because you know that guy in that office really wants that name on that resume.
Yeah, they take advantage. You can't really do anything when that happens. That always happened to us in like the ad agency world when I used to do marketing. Like we would, you're like, what? We got the Pepsi account. Like, that was a big example. It was like, we had the Pepsi account. We did all of their like digital strategy stuff. And I come to find out that like we made like $5,000, like a quarter off of it. Like we didn't lose money, but like the actual profit was nothing. Like we were literally working for the exposure. And this is like, this was a D&D company.
Big company. I was like, okay. But that's what Trump acts like, an old boomer guy.
Yeah, he's a boomer. He's an old boomer.
And look at who he put in charge of his business stuff. Dana White and McMahon. Not in charge, but like the people he looked up to, like these two guys. So I heard from a lawyer on a podcast. He said he looked at the UFC contracts and he said they were archaic. They looked like boxing contracts from the 30s. Yeah, and the WWE rumor has it that somebody didn't want to wrestle WrestleMania because he's had leukemia, so he's compromised. And from what I can tell, he's been erased. They don't mention him on the air anymore.
Whoa!
There's been scenes where he should have been included in the clip. Yes, they're highlighting the other guy, but they cut him out completely. So you're like, what the fuck is going on here? And I heard horror stories about the WWE live shows being rewritten 2 hours before broadcast.
Oh, I've heard that. Yeah.
Sounds like my old boss.
Yeah. Sounds like ad work. Oh, you've got a pitch in 4 hours? Well, if I got news for
come in
you.
with a big name client, and we were prepared for this. And we got prepared for it. And then the client was in my office. And he tells a coworker to tell me, hey, Lon, can you turn on the projector and put on the slideshow for, with client work? I was like, first off, I'm fixing a problem. Second off, you can't ask me to produce a video slideshow while the client's in the room. Like, I don't have...
Yeah,
oh my god. I turned to her and I was like, go suck my dick. And I was like, looking back, the client's like maybe 6 feet away from me.
Oh well.
That we lost that client for other reasons. So. I think the rumor is the salesperson hugged the client.
Oh,
showed up, give him and they were foreign too, so the culture was weird. Came up, gave him a Valentine's, and then hugged them.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
And then I heard that same salesperson. Got to the client meeting ahead of the rest of the team, and then went up to meet the client, handed over the USB, and said, "Cool, let us know you need anything," and left. Like didn't present anything.
Wow.
He didn't last very long.
Yeah, that's not a good way to do it either. Oh, there's a wrestling comment. What does it say? Bigfoot says, "Wait, wrestling is just stories." Oh no, my childhood.
That's stories.
Man, I grew up around wrestling. It's funny because I hated it, but it was everywhere. I think that's why I hated it.
For a hot minute, it was super big.
Yeah, this was like late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, like the Von Erichs.
That's the other thing, too. That's the other issue with you. You grew up here.
Yes.
With the Von Erichs. Like, you don't have that in a lot of other cities. Like small areas, like Nashville.
It was weird.
Charlotte, New York, Chicago. Big wrestling cities. But yeah, Dallas is one of them. So yeah, you got a lot of it.
Wasn't just, not into it. I don't know why, but I'm not.
This is a different form of storytelling.
Check in.
And I feel like the American product, especially the Southern product, is kind of really different. Especially that very racial.
A little bit, just a little.
I don't think who was it? I think it was Harlem Heat. And their manager was a colonel, dressed in all white colonel, Southern colonel, and I think he brought out his black tag team on chains.
Oh no!
But man, if they did it on purpose, because
of course they did.
The African American wrestlers will play because they would get so much heat. New Jack used to lean heavy into it. Like, OJ's my hero. He's doing the work of the people. But New Jack was crazy. So.
He says, Bigfoot says, I used to watch it with my grandpa. Ditto. Took me to a show when I was young. Got to meet Hulk Hogan and Junkyard Dog in New York. Oh, that sounds fun.
Legit, after Hogan bit, but Junkyard Dog, that's dope.
Yeah. Everybody's flatted. Yay. They look pretty good so far.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they're starting to. I don't know if they're going to match the Cobra Commander, but
honestly, if it doesn't, yeah, you can move on to the rest and be good. As a set, if you want to make a set still.
Yeah. It'll just be a mismatch set. I'll find some other way to make it work. Yeah.
I think you need something more clothy.
None of this,
because how you render
none of this is set in stone.
I think to me that's the issue because
Cobra Commander, yeah, he didn't come out how I planned.
Yeah.
Like I like it, but it's not. It's like I planned on him to be a floating head too, kind of like Vader. But it just didn't work out that way.
Huh.
Yeah. That's probably just poor planning on my part. I wanted to draw his chest plate. So, because without like the Cobra symbol somewhere, it didn't seem right.
Do you know who? I guess at this point you just gotta pick a character that's similar to Cobra Commander and then just work it that way.
Yeah. Oh, that's the plan.
I can't think of anybody.
I'll have a few by the time I'm done.
What's your plans? Do you have plans for the rest of the set? Like character-wise?
Yeah. Well, I've got the Mandalorian that I need to color. I've got Boba Fett. I've got a Starscream in progress that I need to ink. Like he's the most undone of the batch. What else do I got? I think that's it for now.
You should watch the YouTube channel or at least go through Toy Galaxies, the YouTube channel, and just pick a franchise. Because they go through all the classic 80s stuff. So they go through like Silverhawks, Pirates of the Dark Water, Star Wars, G.I. Joe. So you can like find a franchise like, oh yeah, that thing, and make it match. Or maybe Mask. You remember Mask? I barely remember Mask.
I do remember Mask. Yeah, that man. Oof, taking me way back. Bigfoot says Toy Galaxy 11 to 10. All right, I'll have to put that on my list.
Good. And if you, especially after watching like multiple of them in a row, I understand why Transformers and G.I. Joe were successful compared to like Pirates of the Dark Water. It's a 3-prong simultaneous attack. You have to get the toys, you have to get the comic, and you have to get the comic book. Or the cartoon. All 3 launch at the same time.
It's like how G.I. Joe was.
Because the problem with Pirates of the Dark Water was their toys and their cartoon line came out like a year apart. And the reason why He-Man did so well was the comics that came with the toys, and actually the cartoon is its own thing, and the comic had its own canon. Have you seen the He-Man movie with Dolph Lundgren?
Fuck yeah!
That apparently was.
Yeah, I have. That thing was.
That thing is not based on the cartoon. It's based on those comics that came with the toys. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and it's also like half just made up on the spot too.
Yeah.
He says, "Are we toy guys too?"
If you're below
waiting on a
40, no, below like 48 or 50.
Yeah.
You got hit by that 80s toy thing pretty hard.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a whole generation of us that are toy kids.
That's what the cartoons were. Sell toys.
Oh man, like mine was Transformers. I'm not even ashamed of it. Like I was obsessed with seriously obsessed with Transformers.
I had a little bit of everything. I was really into Ninja Turtles for the most part, but like I had Transformers. I had a couple of G.I. Joes. Didn't get a lot of them.
See, Ninja Turtles was later for like first was Transformers and G.I. Joe. That was when I was like 7 or 8. And Ninja Turtles was like 12.
Oh, okay. You're a little older than me. a couple of years. That probably makes sense too. You just hit things at different time periods.
Because like by the time Turtles hit, that's when I started drawing. Because I remember tracing all the Ninja Turtle stuff.
The problem for me for Transformers and G.I. Joe is what they were Saturday morning cartoons. And much like now, I didn't wake up till like 11.
Yeah.
Like I never watched Saturday morning cartoons. I never woke up in time to watch it. So I was like a more afternoon cartoon kid.
That's fair. I used to get up to watch Transformers.
At a certain point, I would, during the summers, I would flip. So what I would do is I would stay up until like 9 a.m. Stay up, like play like at night, get out in the morning, watch the morning cartoons, and then go to bed. That's how I watched Ronin Warriors. You ever watch Ronin Warriors? It's a anime series, and I remember it came on at 6 in the morning every day, like during the summer. So I would just stay up all night, watch Ronin Warriors, and then go to bed. And then the cool thing was it was every day, and it was just the next episode, and it was long storytelling, so I could just watch the series in a row. You ever see Mighty Max?
No.
That was a cool one too, and it loots.
I haven't even heard of that.
Like I said, one of those shows that came on every day, so it was cool because I can, wherever I catch it, it will eventually loop, and it will go back to the beginning, and the ending ties into the beginning. So it just looped over and over again. So
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. One of those little things that came out. But yeah, Toy Galaxy is good. As a designer, marketer, and branding stuff, it's really fascinating. You're like, okay, that's what happened. So yeah, if you want to make it big, you can't launch with just one of the. You need a story. And he said, for the American market at least, in Japan they had transforming robots that they didn't give a fuck. You give the kids a transforming robot, and the kid will make up his own stories. But
I've seen that
in America,
episode.
like you need a backstory, which is why the GoBots had a backstory. I think it was GoBots, but yes, the robots didn't have a backstory. So, okay.
Have you watched The Toys That Made Us yet?
Not. It's on Netflix, right?
Oh, dude, you're talking about some of the stuff that they deep dive into. One of them is how they came up with Transformers, and it's basically that they were like in Japan shopping for stuff. Someone brings them these robots that turn into other things, and they were like, oh god, if we could just come up with a story, we could market this to kids in America, and that is why I don't know if you remember Transformers as fondly as I do, but you remember how like Megatron would turn into a gun, but like it makes no sense for a giant robot to turn into a gun. Like that's why, because the original robot of him just turned into a gun. Like that was just the gimmick, and so they just licensed all these designs to be used.
Yeah. The best part about Toy Galaxy is when they talk about Transformers and what's the other one? Voltron, Robotech, and the wild, wild west of 80s licensing. Like you wouldn't do it today. Because American Robotech is actually 4 different shows in Japan that they cut together. Like you wouldn't do that today. It's freaking crazy.
Yeah, it's super crazy. Yeah, Bigfoot's, what did he say?
Yep.
He said they just started a line of WWF figures made in the style of the new He-Man figures. Cool. Extra muscly, and each wrestler is a different He-Man character. That's awesome.
Man, they got...
Yeah, he says, all the he confirms, all the, like, the Transformers, what we know as Transformers was like 4 different Japanese toy lines. I think that's where Robotech came from too. Was the same like
Starscream.
The same kind of
Starscream is actually a Robotech.
Yeah, like Starscream's totally just Robotech.
But they couldn't. When Robotech came over to America, or Macross came over to America, they didn't have licensing for their signature toy, which is Starscream, because someone sold.
Oh man, because they already sold it to Hasbro
for that.
Oh.
And they found out a lot of the figures for Macross were sold to an American tabletop role-playing game, and had renamed it Robotech and made their own storyline. So when they wanted to bring it over, it's like, well, we can call it Macross, but it's already over here as Robotech, so let's just go with Robotech.
Yeah. See, that makes so much sense now, because I remember being confused as a kid about, like, why is like Starscream basically in this other universe with a different name but the same design, like, not having any idea as a kid, like, what's actually going on behind the scenes of this stuff.
All that stuff actually makes me really sad about Marvel comics. I was like, you used to create all these things. Like, this is how you kept your company going. I felt like being a creative source for other people. Because when you're a creative source for other people, you're guaranteed to be paid.
Yeah.
And like trying to sell just comics, like, there's no guarantee of payment, because you gotta see the thing hits off.
Oh, comics are so
fun. If you're working for a movie company, like, they have a budget for that stuff. And then it's like what was it? Ben Affleck and Matt Damon doing Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. Do your corporate gig.
Sometimes you do the payback.
And sometimes you do the payback.
And sometimes you do the payback gig because your friend says you owe him. All right, there we go. I got 3 up.
Yeah, that looks cool. That's a nice set.
Yeah. P.S. I don't know if it's the compression, but on your YouTube channel, that red is super orange.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if that's me or you.
It looks orangey on my Skype screen too.
Oh, okay. That might just be Skype.
Red's weird, right?
Might be my computer too, because I calibrate my monitors, so they're probably off.
Yeah, and like I said, red's weird. Red's a weird color to fuck with.
Yeah, Bigfoot. Rona is screwing with comic distribution right now. It doesn't help that Diamond has a fucking monopoly on the direct market either.
Yeah, and the fact that we're in just a direct market is silly.
Yeah, there's no newsstand market anymore at all.
Mitch
is there?
Them got into Walmart.
Fuck them.
Got into Walmart.
They did.
No one else.
They did. They took all that Red Rooster Kickstarter money and used it on their pet project instead. Classy guys.
Sadly, not that uncommon in the comic industry. A lot of smoke and mirrors in the industry as a whole.
Yeah, they threw in with Comics Gate though. I fucking hate those guys. I lost all respect for them, and I had a lot of respect for those guys to start with.
But yeah, they got to Walmart.
We have some mutual.
If Marvel and DC just would get back in the fucking market.
Just make some actual comics, guys.
Disney always been a comic book company. Their 4-Color's been running forever.
That's true.
But they're like mini arcs. Oh, maybe with a big company backing them, they can take some risk.
Yeah, maybe. Layout. Oh, all right. What's next on my list here? And I'll tell you what, keeping an agenda for when I'm on stream has been a lifesaver. Good. Yeah, because I always forget. You just forget like where you're at, what you were doing, what your plan was. You get sidetracked talking. Yeah, I forget who it was. A lot of the like how to have a successful Twitch stream videos I watched had that in there. There were a few people that recommended it too. They were like, yeah, make notes. Yeah. So when you're lost, you have something to come back to. And I was like, that makes sense. I get lost a lot. All right, well, shit. I'm done with this part. Figure out what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna come watch you paint for a second. Oh, that's looking good, dude. Yeah. Did we ever figure out what it was called? What that footage was called? Here, I'm gonna figure it out real quick.
I'm not sure. For the safe space and snowflake character that Bigfoot's talking about, I'm hoping in my heart that we're gonna get a Thunderbolts reveal. Do you remember Thunderbolts?
Oh, that would
the last panel, bam! Like I don't know what it'd be, but last page, boom, big reveal, big turn, throws everything on his head. You know, we'll see. I can't tell if they're trolling or not.
You know what's funny is I'm 99% sure that it's not a troll, and it almost makes it worse.
It's
because, like, you know me, I'm pretty accepting. I don't care if you're straight, gay, lesbian, whatever. But those characters, like they seem
sellouts, right?
They seem like parodies of actual LGBTQ characters. Like, and I don't know who created them. I don't know their work.
Look at them.
But it seems like it was created by someone who has absolutely, like, they seem like they were created by someone who has no gay friends.
Boomer executive.
Yeah, it's like a boomer's idea of what an LGBTQ superhero would be.
Is that older boss who's not on the creative team, who gets their news via Facebook and tangentially through like a gay niece, you know?
There you go.
They want to chime in during the creative brief, and everybody else is like, shut up. But then you look at that title before that name, it's like, God, I can't tell them to shut up. They're my boss. So I have.
And to be fair, like, it seems like it was made from a you know, like, with good intentions, but oof, just it seems tone deaf. It seems really tone deaf.
We're trying to figure out what it's called. This Bigfoot footage.
Oh, it's the Peterson film.
There it is.
Sorry, I had it up, but I got sidetracked on Snowflake and Safe Space. Yeah, Bigfoot called it Patterson. It's the Patterson Gimlin film. That's what they call it.
It does look really fake.
Thank you, Bigfoot. He spells, I don't know if you can see his chat, but he spells Bigfoot with a Y, and I keep wanting to call him Bikefoot.
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 It's like having a vitamin shot.
Yes. He said it's what that Bobcat Goldthwait movie is based on. Yeah, I need to watch that. Like, out of all of them, that sounds like the one I would enjoy the most.
Especially as a Bobcat. I didn't realize he was like directing Chappelle Show.
Yeah, he went hardcore behind the scenes, and it evidently makes really good shit.
His stand-up wasn't terrible. It was funny. I remember the new one he did.
He got trapped, though, in, like, that character he created.
Yeah. But did you see his stand-up before that? Or his stand-up around that time? Where he showed up on Arsenio, I think? And he was playing a sad clown that was trying to do dog tricks, but his dog had just died, and he's replaced his dog with his dad, so his dad's helping him or something like that. It was
oh wow, no, I missed that one.
Very like experimental stand-up comedy kind of thing. Like I feel like just fringy. Like yes, technically speaking, this is stand-up comedy, but man, you are really playing with this definition.
It's almost like performance art at that point.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Andy Kaufman stuff. Yeah.
People get that way. Chappelle kind of did that. He apparently he would go on set and just won't say anything for like 40 minutes. He says that
does not sound fun.
I think it was a reaction to people yelling at him on stage to do skit bits. You know, I'm Rick James, bitch. that kind of stuff. And he was just like, no, I'm doing stand-up. This is different from my skit show. He's a weird guy. Apparently he would just show up at a park with a PA system, like a speaker, and do stand-up.
Yep, I've heard that. Go him. Oh man, I also just listened to a podcast. I don't remember whose podcast it was, but they were talking about that, like, it was Joe Rogan, because of course it was Joe Rogan. But they were talking about like how he goes on tour, like he'll just fly somewhere and do a show and then like fly back and like smoke on the plane, like smoke cigarettes on the private jet. Mm-hmm. And then when he gets back, he like pays a doctor to give him like an IV vitamin drip. I was just like, whoa, this dude's taking it. He's taking it to the next level.
All the time.
Yeah, dude, he's a heavy cigarette smoker, which is surprising to me.
Fuck. He just lights up where he's at.
Oh, thanks, Crush. Crush says these are nice. I appreciate that, man. How's your night going, Crush? What are you up to? Crush is a mod for one of the other art channels that I follow on here. For Cryomera's channel. She's a really great pen and ink artist. Yeah. So he hopped into my stream last night, was hanging out. I told him that I wanted him to be my mod when I actually need one, when there's like enough going on. It's not really a lot happening in the chat yet. But I'll get there, slow and steady. Yep. Yeah, Crush. I got my friend Lun on stream. He's streaming over on Facebook.
YouTube.
I'm trying to convince him. Oh, YouTube. My bad.
It was easy.
He's on YouTube. Yeah, I was like, no, Facebook makes it sound way worse. At least it's on YouTube. I'm trying to convince him to come to Twitch.
I will soon. Now I got my access to my account again.
It's cool. Let's see, he's been playing Fortnite. Yeah, LOL. He's been playing Fortnite. People are trying to get under my skin. It's hilarious, but I'm chilling pretty much. Man, yeah, you probably got to have a thick skin to be a mod. I couldn't be a mod. I would just ban everybody.
Yeah, that's usually the move.
You're banned. Ban hammer for everybody. I'm out.
We'll see. It's community's changed. I see like what my stepson, that generation is doing, and it gives me a little more hope. They are, because they're way more informed, and they've gone. They're past the YouTube or the Facebook crap. They understand that it's not. They're not even on Facebook anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that generation's done.
Like, that reliance on Facebook as a news source and as a social media thing, I think is not very good at the end of the day.
Oh no, it's super unhealthy. Like because I've been on Facebook for a long time, and for a while it was all I was on, and man, like spending less and less time there has been so good for my mental health.
I think it was after. I think it became super obvious after the last election how easily it was manipulated. But at the same time, because look at it. I remember scrolling through my Facebook. I've been on this thing forever. If you have that much data on me, you can totally fuck with my head.
Oh yeah, dude, you can target the fuck out of both of us. We've been on there so long. It's not even funny.
All that data for all these years, you can really get in there and do some damage, and get people high.
Well, and we didn't realize it at first, but it's all optimized. Optimized the platform as much as possible, and like unfortunately, outrage keeps people engaged.
Yeah, because that's all they need, right? They just need that engagement. So how do you engage people? You get them pissed.
Get them mad at each other. Wah, I'm gonna complain and
not good for people. And the drive for likes is kind of weird. Like my stepson really likes that kind of stuff, but I think or at least he used to. He's tapering off more and more. He's been tapering off
like
more and more. Like the idea, everybody goes that I want to be a YouTube star.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I want to be famous. Yeah, we all want to be famous.
Yes, I think someone said that they went to like a school and kids were like, "I want to be famous for what? Just famous."
I don't know.
Well, we're in that.
Yep, I just want to be
we're in
famous.
that reality
Okay,
TV,
well,
era. Hence our
yeah, we are.
politics.
It's unfortunate. I thought it was going to be a different kind of place growing up than it ended up being. I would lie if I said I'm not a little disappointed.
About it. He says, "You remember? I thought it'd be like Star Trek. Like everyone's clean. But you know what?
Yeah, me too.
White trash goes to the future too."
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Oh, it's so true. Oh man, that is a great way to put it. White trash goes to the future too.
And our education system's borked anyways.
We sound like old men, but it's true.
Because I think we've been around long enough to see it get borked.
It's pretty borked when I went to school. You know, like you said, I'm a little older than you, but it was like I had a really good education up until about like 4th grade, and like my 4th grade teacher was a weirdo, and we all fell behind. And like it's one of the reasons I'm bad at math is because that was the year I fell behind at math, and I never really caught back up with where I was. You know, I totally blame that guy for it. But he's also the guy that like got me into calligraphy, which got me into inking, and like you know, using like quills and pens and stuff.
Like he should have been a math teacher.
Exactly. Well, he was a fourth. This was so in Princeton, 4th grade was still one teacher. Like you didn't have a block schedule. You just had like the one teacher, and he was real into history and not so into math. Yeah.
School's gonna change, right? Moving forward.
Oh God, yeah, I don't know how. Like, I don't know what it'll look like eventually, but yeah, man, everyone I know who has kids is like freaking out.
At least I think college will become what it should be, like hyper specialized schooling.
Yeah, less about the attendance, more about actually learning shit.
And
that'd be nice. It's a nice place to start.
There's been less emphasis on going to college, which I think is...
It's true.
At a certain, like, what are you going for? You know what I mean? Especially for the price. And I think, especially now, we're learning that people learn differently.
People do learn extremely differently. Like some people are thriving, you know, in like this new weird work from home thing, and some people are not doing well at all.
Yeah, Ethan's the kid's been doing pretty well. He's just
yeah. It's like the first time you've slipped up.
He's been doing pretty well. But we'll see. I feel bad for the teachers.
How are y'all doing though? Like, how are y'all doing having to homeschool?
No, we get him for the weekend, so it's been good. We just gotta. And he's been getting his homework. So Dad, he apparently on Sunday, everybody gets their assignments for the week, and then it's due next Sunday.
Huh.
So
that's not too bad.
Anytime during the week, do your work.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. It's getting, but it took me like a week to get used to working from home again. I was like a mess for like a week and a half. It was rough.
Just because of the schedule change or what?
Yeah, and I just wasn't. I had gotten to a point where I didn't like working from home because my previous job made me work from home all the time, so I had a bad vibe towards it.
Oh, that's fair.
It ate up my entire life. I was like, nope, no more day job in the house. It doesn't belong here. My house is my house.
Yeah.
So I had to like get out of that mentality and get to work and find a schedule because I was using my work for my schedule. get to work, check in, take my medicine, eat a breakfast here if I'm hungry, do this, do that, and everything was scheduled around my day at my job. And then that went away. It's like, fuck, I kept missing my medicine. I wasn't working. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, as someone who has worked from home for a long time, I get it. Because I have to have, like, if I don't have a separate office to work out of, I don't do well. Because I have to be able to, you got to be able to turn it off.
Luckily, they gave me a laptop, so like, all right, cool. So open the laptop at 7 a.m., close it at 3:30.
There you go. 3:30, get on your PC, do what you want.
And it's been nice because of working from home, because if I need to spend 30 minutes just contemplating concepts, I can go do the dishes.
Yeah, totally. That's what I do.
Like, all right, so what am I working on today? Okay, I'm working on this email. How am I going to lay it out? Oh, yeah, put this dish away. Come back to it with some ideas. Or when I'm at work and, like, I uploaded my file for the meeting, and it's just me waiting for 40 minutes until the meeting. So I'm going to go do my laundry.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah, it's been good. Rumor has it they're talking about us going into the office maybe twice a week, maybe? After all this is done with?
Meh.
It makes sense. He said you go into the office the days your proofs are due. So it mitigates server issues, it mitigates connection issues.
It does make sense.
You're in the office with the servers, you can get your proof together and upload it. And at most, that's twice a week. At most. Like some weeks I don't have a proof to post, so I'll just be home. It's not so bad. Oh, those look good.
They're alright. Boba Fett's not finished. I gotta do a big version of him. Yeah, it's like a tiny one. They're alright. They don't look exactly how I wanted, but whatever.
Do they ever?
Oh?
Yeah.
That's kind of the point.
Do they ever?
They never look how you want them.
You just gotta be done with it and move on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm done with this part.
I remember someone was talking about Eric Kennedy, I think. Because I love his work, and the guy's like, yeah, he hates it. I guarantee, because it was at a con, he's like, I guarantee if you walk this room right now, there's a trash bin full of sketches that are amazing, but he's not happy with.
Yeah, I believe it.
Especially like in him, I've never seen him bang out something that didn't look amazing. Well,
yeah, it all looks amazing to me.
That's probably why it looks amazing. He just drives himself that hard. For his wild style, he's kind of like a low-key, quiet dude.
He is. His style's so good, though.
Yeah.
He's what I call an artist's artist.
Mm-hmm. The guy said if you're a comic fan, you aren't necessarily a fan of his work, but if you're an art fan, you are a fan of his work.
That's kind of what I meant.
That's why he does well at places like Heroes, because those people are art fans. Well, I'm gonna call it a night.
You calling it?
3:30.
Sweet. It is 3:30.
Stop.